What's up, everyone? It's just another white guy who thinks he's Chris D'Elia. Hi, everyone. These are hardly edited thoughts that don't make it into the show. This is The Intermission. The Intermission is brought to you today by Grotto Network. You can find Grotto Network at Grotto Network on social media or at grottonetwork.com. Grotto Network is sharing stories and insights into living life boldly. So check out Grotto Network, and thanks for supporting the show and The Intermission. Hi, guys. Today I want to talk about friendship. We had an episode about friendship. Episode 48, I had my best friend, Chris. One of my best friends, Chris. One of my best friends named Chris on the show. He's like the longest standing friend I've had in life so far. I'm going to live a long life. I've been doing kettlebells. I've been fasting. I'm going to live a very long life. So, you know, he might not maintain that distinction and distinct honor for forever. But for now, he's the longest standing friend I have. So, and a good friend. We often get on the phone and we have to kind of prepare ourselves if we get on the phone, because it's going to be like a 4-hour conversation that happens like once every 2 months. Anyways, I wanted to summarize some of the thoughts from that episode, or just share some thoughts about friends. Friends. It's something I thought about a lot. I moved around a lot as a kid. I moved around often enough. And, you know, before like fifth or sixth grade, I had moved quite a few times. And throughout every period of my life, I've kind of always had at least one really solid, you know, consistent friend in my, like, found someone to like share life with, to share, you know, to hang out with or connect with. And, you know, some people have lots of really good friends, and some people are just like, you know, pair up, have like one good friend. So I've always had been really lucky. I've always had at least like one really good friend. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that because as I've gotten older, I've realized that it's not everyone has that. Not everyone, it's not easy, especially like once you leave college, once you leave that institutional, structured community called the public school system, including college. And, you know, once you leave all of that, maybe you get to work and maybe you find a friend group there, but it can be really hard, especially, you know, when you're an adult, when you're out in the streets, to find like the type of friendship that you need, the type of, you know, community relationships that you need. So I've thought a little bit about that. I think a few things, and I just want to hear your thoughts, you know, in the comments. What has helped you develop good friendships? What friendships, as you look at all the friendships you have, what friendships have been more valuable, or some that haven't been as valuable? You know, friendships take work, and I think I'm realizing more and more that I want to be more intentional, I want to plan a little more about my friendships, and not allow them just to be, not flying by the seat of my pants with my friendships. You know, be a little more intentional, plan it out. Like how often in a month do I want to be around positive people, encouraging people? How often in a month do me and my wife want to interact and share life with other people? Because you get so caught up in the day-to-day, you get so caught up in like survival mode. It can be hard to carve out that time. So some of the things I've been thinking about, some of the things that I do naturally that I think that I could do better, you know, I could kind of increase, but some of the things that I think I do naturally is I don't have a lot of patience for small talk. And that is a weakness of mine, but I don't often have a lot of patience for small talk. Like I want to talk about, I got a lot of stuff going on inside that I want to process, and not just talking about me. Like I want to dissect what someone else is going through, or why they think the way they think or what their intentions are. And I think for some reason, just having that kind of open interest, curiosity in like deeper things than the weather, naturally makes people feel like you understand them. It makes you more empathetic, and it's easier to just kind of naturally develop these friendships because these little tiny conversations that go a little deeper than, how are the kids? Oh, they're fine. Those little moments, they bond you to someone else, whether it's someone you're going to see again or not. Like maybe someone at the grocery store or something like that. Like those moments, they're almost like a little crisis, like when a traumatic event happens, like a hurricane or when you go through some traumatic event with someone else, it's like from then on, or if you play like a really intense sport with some people, like, whether you like them or not, from then on, you're kind of like connected with them somehow. And I think developing that, I guess, just awareness for the opportunity or the openness to have those like deeper conversations is, you just kind of develop friendships that way. So it's something I'm trying to get better at, because if I have a tendency to write off people too early. If I don't think this is going to go deeper, then I kind of just check out a little bit. I just kind of check out. And I think developing more of that with the people I come in contact with, and being intentional about reaching out to people and asking them questions, asking them how they are. It sounds dumb, but I don't know. I think that's important. I just wanted to hear what you guys thought about that. I don't normally prepare anything, but I had a few other things here too that I want to say. I think another thing I've realized that's really helpful in friendship is just sharing things. Like sharing. I've realized that I've always wondered, like, which comes first, the group text message or the friendship, or which comes first, like, texting someone regularly or the friendship. And it seems like a little bit of both. It seems like thinking of other people and texting those people, sharing little things, little parts of your day, is really important for nurturing those friendships. I hate how much this is starting to sound like an episode of The Reading Rainbow, for those of you that remember that. But I don't know. These are unedited thoughts about friendship. So I think as cliche maybe or dumb as it sounds, I'm realizing more and more that I'm not as good at nurturing and cultivating those friendships as I thought I was. That, like, I need to be more intentional about planning, not planning everything, but be more aware of how often I'm investing in those friendships. I'm checking in on those friendships. And I think the last part is just that not just sharing, but putting in the work. I mean, working on friendships. Because I think you grow up and friendships are just, you and this other person have something in common, basketball or school, or like a mutual hate of school and basketball, whatever. And I'm realizing more and more that like that came easy to me. It came easy to me to make friends when I was with other people, but now I need to make a more concerted effort, like to work towards it, to check in. I don't know, man. I just wanted to share that because I think we don't talk about that really. It's one of those things that comes naturally, and if we have it, we have it. If we don't, we worry about it, but we don't really talk about valuing friendship, because it's one of those friendship, family, these are honest, I don't know, these weird, these big words that have so much baggage and meaning and can seem so cliche. We don't spend time talking about them because we don't think we need to. I mean, we're grown adults. we don't need to talk about friendship. Like why, like, but I hope if you're watching this, you just be encouraged to take a moment to appreciate the friendships in your life and ask yourself, like, you know, how much more time can I invest? You know, what can I do to invest a little more intelligently and intentionally into the friendships that I have? So let me know in the comments if you what have been the most fruitful things, like what have been things that are not as intense to pull off that have been really beneficial with your friendship. Like what's some of the, like, you know, maybe it's just like checking in once a week through a text message, or maybe it's a reminder you set on your, like what are some of the things you do that aren't so overwhelming and time intensive, but that develop those friendships? Like what are some of the little things? I mean, to be completely honest here, I don't know if these guys will ever watch this, but there's like a group text message. I think I just talk way too much in this group text message, but there's a group text message between me, Nick, Johnny, and Allie. And it just has become this like reoccurring little community. And I know a lot of people have this. I know like a lot of high schoolers have like GroupMe groups and stuff, or like, you know, Facebook message groups or whatever. Like there's some other apps, but those little tiny communities of like, okay, these 4 people are in this chat, this text message. I mean, I want it, like literally talking about this right now makes me want to make another, you know, you're in that group message, right? You're in that group message with like your mom, your wife, your brother-in-law, you know, and your dad or something, you know, like, those little things have become so life-giving, like those little group messages, you know, and these are the people, you know, the people at my work, like the group message with the people at my work. Those things are really, they seem so dumb, you know, you're just sending a funny YouTube clip or you're saying something, but I know they don't replace actual like face-to-face friendship, but that kind of checking in. One of the good things about your phone is being able to like be on vacation for a week, but like kind of check in with the people you care about. So I don't know. I'm just getting real introspective here. That's all. If you want to be friends with me, you can sponsor the show by going to, I don't even know what the link is. Go to edmundmitchell.com/store/advertise or something. Go to edmundmitchell.com/sponsor and become my friend. Anyways, thanks. This has been The Intermission.